Hi everybody, it's Toni-Maree here with technical issues. Go figure. Same thing happened yesterday. So, I'm doing a recording for the coaching session today and with some top tips on how to manage a few things in life. If you have any questions, then I have the ability today to answer 5 questions. So just PM me or shoot me your questions as a response to this video, and I will get back to you today. So it's all free, no commitment to buy or any pressure to buy from me as a result. This is part of me giving back to you guys who have supported me, and also to help as many people as I possibly can as a coach. So I'm a life coach, and a life coach essentially helps you to deal with issues in your life, whether you're stuck, whether you're fearful, whether you don't know where to go, what to do, whether you want a better love life, more health. I'm a holistic coach, so I deal with every aspect of human life. So today I'm talking about relationships, and relationships from all aspects. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a loving relationship with a partner, whether it's parents, siblings, whatever. Here's what I've learnt, not just as a coach, but also as a person who's lived a while, okay? I'm nearing that big 50, not till next year, but hey, I'm getting close. So here's 3 tips on relationships. Number 1, it's really important to look at who you are as a person and what values you have. Now, if you've got a value of honesty and the people you're surrounding yourself with are dishonest, then you're not really being true to you, and the relationships you have aren't going to be fulfilling. So it means that you think you deserve less than who you are. And if you think you deserve friends who aren't as good as you, well, that's exactly what you will attract, and that's exactly what you will get. So really pay attention to what your values are, and have a look at the people around you. And if they're not supporting you in life, then here's tip number 2, get rid of them. Okay, and by get rid of them, I don't mean grab a gun and shoot them or shove them off a cliff or anything like that. I'm talking about slowly back away from the relationship, or have an honest to God conversation with them and say, look, you're just not supporting me in the direction my life is taking. And if you'd love to be my friend, then this is where I'm heading and what I'm doing. But if you're not, then, maybe we sort of won't be catching up as much anymore. And that's a beautiful way, without confrontation, of ending a friendship. It's a bit more difficult if it's a parent. It's a bit more difficult if it's a sibling. But here's the thing, right? With family, they love you to bits. And for the most part, if you've got a loving family, and not everybody does, if you've got a loving family, then you can have a conversation with them and you can say, look, this is what's really important to me right now. This is where I'm going with my life. I'd love you to support me in this. And if you can't, that's okay, but tell me now. Okay, let's have the conversation. Let's get it out in the open, and then let it go. And then encourage them when they try to criticize, not to sort of have their 2 cents worth, because reminding them that you've had that conversation. Sometimes we need to let people go, and that includes family. And sometimes that's forever, and sometimes that's just for a short time. But letting people know what you expect of them is really important, and that's tip number 3. So friends are only really friends if they know what to expect from you. And that is not just you asking them for things, it's about you giving in return, because friendships and relationships of any kind are a 2-way street. And so if you don't have honest to God communication happening, whether it's with a partner or a friend or a family member, and they don't know what to expect from you, and you haven't asked them what you want from them or what you'd like from them, then it's never going to happen, is it? And your friendships are going to be very scattered. Your loving relationship with your partner is going to be at like cross purposes all of the time, because there's never going to be any common understanding or common ground. So that's my 2 cents worth on relationships, and I would love you to give me your feedback, your comments, critique what I've said, disagree with me. I love people who disagree with me, because it gets conversations happening. And I'm a human being. I don't have all of the answers. I can't possibly have. So some of you may have some other advice that you'd like to share and add on to my 3 tips. So recapping, here's my 3 tips. And one of my nieces is about to walk through the door, so be prepared for her in the background. Number 1, the first tip is to look at your values. Who are you? What do you want out of life? And then to look at your friendships and go, okay, are they serving me? Are they the kind of relationships, and do they that have the same values as me? So if you value honesty, or you value, say, family, and the people around you don't, then you need to have a serious look at yourself and what you're expecting, and whether those friendships are good for you. Number 2, let them go. If they're not serving you and you've identified that you are totally different people and you value totally different things, let them go. If it's family, that's much more difficult, and you need to have an honest conversation with them about what you expect from them and what they can expect from you and what you'd like the relationship to look like. Number 3 is all about that expectation. It's all about saying, this is how I'd like to live life. This is what I'll be doing in the next little while, and communicating that and having honest conversations. Communicating is essential to any relationship, and without it, you're at cross purposes and no one gets on. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for next week, and I will see you at 11 o'clock in the Awesome Heart-Centered Fearless Women group, and 11:30 next Thursday Australian time on my Facebook page. Thank you very much for joining me. Again, please post your comments, feedback, suggestions, additional support for relationships for people, and let's build a community here of like-minded folk who love to tune in and find out some life tips. Okay, everyone, I'll see you next week. Toni-Maree, stay awesome, signing out. Ciao for now.